This is my 2003 Jeep Grand Cherokee WJ, and this is probably one of the best compromises between having a good car on road, very good and comfortable one, and a reliable off-roader. But to get to this point, I had to do some mods. So today I'm going to tell you all about the mods that I did or had been done on this Jeep to have it how it is today. Now, starting from the ground up, let's talk about tires and wheels. I'm running on a Radar Renegade AT Sport 265 70 R16, and it's a great choice, especially that I'm running maybe 80% of the time I'm running on tarmac, so I don't need big chunky wheels to handle all that noise. These are very quiet on the road, but so far very capable off-road. They are quiet, they are comfortable, especially when I'm gonna drop them down to 1.5 bars. Very comfortable, a lot of flex in them, no problems so far. I've driven this Jeep on mud, on rocks, not on snow yet, but that's still to come. But very happy with this choice. And of course, I'm running some steel wheels on 16s and with a negative ET of -25. Now, talking about suspension, this Jeep has a Ironman suspension all around, which already gives it a 3-inch lift, and I have another 3-inch lift on top of that, so that gives me roughly about 5 or 6 inches of lift. That's why it's so high. Of course, the long arm at the front, the red one, had to be changed because the angle of the suspension is changing. I also had to put a adjustable panhard bar and the steering dampener as well. Now, to get this Jeep lifted even more than it is right now, a lot of modifications would be needed. So I think I will settle how it is right now, because you have the lift from the wheels, which are pretty tall, and you have the lift from the suspension, and all on top of that another 3-inch from the spacers. So I'm super happy with that. Don't think I'll need higher clearance than this. Now, because I'm doing a lot of solo travels, a winch is pretty much mandatory, and this is the winch I went for. It's a Grizzly winch rated at 13,000 pounds. This is one of the things that always put me off when I was traveling without it, because you can get stuck very, very, very easy. Doesn't matter what type of tires or what type of rig you're driving. A winch always gives you a confidence boost to go in, especially solo, to go in places that you would otherwise want to go. So this is probably something I would say you would rather have it and not use it than need it and not have it. I fitted the winch on a winch plate. It was a universal one, so I did have to do some minor adjustments. But anyway, it's bolted to the chassis of the Jeep with 8 screws. So definitely it's not going anywhere. I also tested it on a very steep incline and over a hill. It pulls the Jeep without any problems. Nothing bended, nothing breaks. So I'm pretty confident to have my travels done with it. Also has a remote, and the winch box. I'm still trying to figure out a way where to put it. Probably right here in front, but that will be after I'm changing the radiator. Because these Jeeps, and especially this engine, has a problem with overheating. So that will bring us to the engine, and I'll tell you what's under the hood. From what I know, we can find 4 types of engines in these Jeeps. 2 diesel ones. This is a Mercedes engine, and we have another 3.1 diesel engine made by the Italians, and 2 petrol engines. This is a Mercedes 2.7, the smallest of the lot. but probably one of the most reliable and also fuel efficient. And especially because we are living in Europe, it's lower on tax than the other 4.7 or V8s or V6s with the, which we have on the petrol engines. And my average miles per gallon, if I should say, I'm gonna leave it right here how much it is in miles per gallon, but I'm having an average of 11.8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is pretty decent of a truck this size with this set of tires. And it's a pretty heavy Jeep with permanent four-wheel drive, even though from what I understand it pushes the rear of the car about 80 or 90% all the time and only uses about 20% during the front. Also, this Jeep is the limited edition, not the Overland, which is the higher spec one, but still has LSDs on the front and on the back with the quad drive gearbox and transmission, which makes it really good on when you're gonna off-road with it. That comes standard from the factory on this spec. I know there are a couple of other Jeeps, I think it's called Quadra Track or something like that, which doesn't have limited slip differentials on the front and on the back. Also has a transfer case, so you can put it in a lower range, which gives you much more power when you're gonna go off-road. Now moving to the back or the boot of the Jeep, here we can find some of my essentials, which I'm taking camping with me on a regular basis. Of course, an axe, an electric chainsaw, the fridge. This is a 35-liter fridge, I believe from Vivo, camping table, a power bank. This is the Bluetti AC200P. Plenty of power on this, which I'm also charging via the cigarette lighter port in the rear of the Jeep. I can run this fridge for at least 5 days without any external source. Got some spare oil, spare liquids, transfer case oil, transmission oils, and also this box right here, which I have a lot of essentials like extra rope for winching, for tree lines, straps, gas bottles, and anything like that. Almost everything I need, and a tool case as well. Of course, a little grill like this, which runs on gas bottles. And this is pretty much my camping setup. Also on the top of the Jeep, we can see the lad bar from Oxbeam, and it's insane power. I will definitely recommend any 4x4 or overlanding enthusiast. If you're looking for a lad bar, that's the one to get it. Oxbeam, link in the description. Even though this Jeep is from 2003, I still have quite a few optional extras like heated leather seats, aircon, a 10 CD changer, good quality audio and all that. Sometimes I do miss modern technology like a screen where you can plug in your phone with Apple Car or whatever to listen to some music, even though I am a big fan of the CDs, because the best quality of music, you can still hear it on the CDs, not on MP3 players, not on Bluetooth, anything like that. So even though my CD changer is full with my favorite artists, sometimes I do miss a little bit of music from Spotify, of course. Now, I used to have a FM modulator because I do not have any kind of option to plug in my phone on this car. Doesn't have any Bluetooth, doesn't have any connectors. The only option I have is to install a screen which can help me play music through the FM of this car. And this is what I found, the Carpodgo display. This is the CarpedGo T3Pro car display. This kit comes with all the accessories you need, including fixed console mounts, a backup camera, a Bluetooth aux receiver, and a built-in FM transmitter. It's super easy to set up after you find a good place for it, and I believe it just fits perfect in my Jeep, bringing a little bit of color into this boring gold interior. See, another nice thing about this is that when you're gonna turn it on, put the ignition on, you can actually set the the logo. I've set myself mine on with the Jeep logo. It's a really nice touch. Everything powers on pretty quick, I would say. Now let's just take a look at how the screen works. You can see it's really responsive. It is really nice. You can toggle to the menu right here. So this is basically the menu of your phone. I'm using Guru Maps, Spotify, Waze, WhatsApp. You cannot read messages on WhatsApp, but you can use Spotify. It's pretty responsive, as you can see. And also you can, in my case, because I don't have a Bluetooth on my car, I can use the radio on my car. Let's see, to put it on a modulator. So this is the menu of the tablet, and here you can go at FM, and you can actually set the frequency to match the frequency of your car, so you can listen to any frequency if you're gonna have any kind of interference, which is also really nice. It also has a light sensor, but this is the full brightness. It's pretty. I don't know if the camera can do justice to it, but it is pretty bright. And if you can go to the night shift, let's set the night shift at 4 o'clock. Also, you can set the brightness of the night shift. So this is the night mode, and this is the day mode. You can see the screen is pretty responsive. I'm not quite sure about 60 frames per second, but if they say so, that must be it. Also, I really like the quality of the touch screen. It's really nice and smooth. It's like touching an iPhone. And I'm not just saying that. I really like this the quality of the screen. It's really nice. Also, the quality of the audio coming out from the FM modulator, it's something else. I used to have one of these, which is an absolute joke. You cannot use them. It's just absolute rubbish, absolute complete garbage. But this quality of the audio is something else. Let me see if I can just put some music just for you to yeah, it's really nice. Nothing compared to those cheap crappy ones. Absolutely fantastic. Not as good obviously as a CD, but still probably the best FM modulator I've tried or used. Really good. Now the fun thing is when you're gonna put the car on reverse, because I've plugged in the camera which goes into this kit. I'm not sure how well you can see here, but I've plugged my camera inside the car, so that's why it has that sort of dark and probably a bit dirty look, because the camera is on the inside of the car. So if the back window is a bit dirty, you will get a worse image, but still really good. Not as good during the night. I'm gonna leave some footage here during the night mode on this screen. It's a bit laggy, it's a bit too soft, but I mean, for a night mode, it's pretty decent. But during the day, as you can see, nice and bright. I really like how it looks. So here we are. This is my 22 plus years old Jeep, which the more I drive, the more I like. Especially when I'm throwing little mods like this Carpodgo touchscreen navigation system. Just makes you feel a little bit more modern, and it can bring an interesting add-on to the vehicle. All the products that I'm using are linked down below in the description. If you want to see more of this content, please don't forget to subscribe. Check out my other videos because I have so many adventures and many adventures still to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.